Now I'm paying tax and addicted to slot machines. I hope you didn't take an oath before starting your character,
the way it is.
because the blackjack table is rigged. Save scum your way to the cure and live life as normal. There are alternatives, but that requires kidnapping little girls. Memes aside, what is this? It's...
Wait, what did that say? We will call you bitch from now on. This game goes hard. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're reacting to SsethTzeentach with his Elin review. Taxation not optional. Elin looks like a really cute life simulation game like Stardew Valley. I'm sure it's extremely wholesome.
Hey people. Seth here. I broke my microphone again. These lines come directly from a $10 webcam. Elin has reached early access.
I broke my microphone for a few months ago because the port just got like bent or something, and then I had to buy a whole new one. And today my port in my iPhone is also like loose for some reason too. So now I just have to get it like perfectly still and right for this VTuber to work.
This is the equivalent of the CIA putting crack in black neighborhoods. But for the neurodivergent community, Elin is a game where I imprison the elderly, turn them into livestock, and have them lay eggs to make a new generation of senior citizen. Naturally, every grandpa starts off as a baby, needs to be breastfed by other grandpas until they come of age, and fed a staple diet of pastured hay to grow old and brittle. At which point, I mount them to a wheel of pain to generate electricity, so I can power my lights and watch Sailor Moon. I have a lack of beds, so there's a tower of pensioners stacked on top of each other every night. Each day, my population explodes, as a hot spring incubates faster than an actual womb, and each day it contracts as I put a for sale sticker on Grandpa's forehead. Legally, I have a license. Morally, I pay the church. In the same fashion as Bill Gates tortures his body double every day to evade karma, as long as I buy a letter of indulgence, I can say...
You know what this is like? It's like RimWorld, but also Cult of the Lamb are the vibes I'm getting right now.
20 pensioners and still work off my karmic debt. I'm an upstanding citizen. They are untouchables, and I will not reincarnate into a water bug. But first, a message from our sponsor. At Raytheon, we don't just build missiles. We build memories. At Raytheon,
shut the fuck up.
We don't just neutralize civilians.
No.
We vaporize them.
Oh my god.
Raytheon. Because it's not just a forever war. It's a forever family.
That was some amazing satire. And what the is his background right now? I don't even know.
Successor to Eloda, which I reviewed over 7 years ago, Elin is a sandbox adventure like no other. Build a base, open your mailbox, receive spam in the form of a suicide bomber. Cultivate.
You know, I love how this looks so cutesy, like Stardew Valley, and there's just like slaves and like killing people and like torture.
3 billion crop strains for testosterone. Open a tourist trap and scam them for terrible prices.
Oh, I love that.
Vomit and
hilarious.
feces for children's birthdays. Poison unsuspecting townsfolk. Get engaged to your child bride. Send her to be stoned at the gallows.
Oh my
Pickpocket
god.
her engagement ring. Marry a slime instead. Play music. Get shot dead because they didn't like your performance. Bake bread by nuking raw flour. Wish for a Glock 17. Receive a railgun. Read goblin smut to learn their weakness. Throw your smut in the trash can and make the trash pregnant. Punch a hermit crab for so long it levels up. Enjoy hallucinations. Get cursed. Realize the cursed item you're wearing is made of food and eat it directly from your body. Get jumped by a pack of cows. Comply with their demands and brush their fur.
Oh my god. So it's like you can have slaves and then you can also be enslaved by the cows. This game is revolutionary.
Post it as a parasite. Use its suicide attack to strip mine dungeons. Buy a tent.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to get this.
A paper material hammer to turn it into a portable pocket plane. Worship every god. Receive their apostles and artifacts. Abandon every single one of them. Roll a succubus and prostitution max your way to insane stats. Murder someone's son in cold blood. Bake their meat into a rotisserie chicken. Shit out a dream larva and blend it into the food. Feed it to their parent and make them fall in love with you. Make everyone love you so hard you recruit the entire city. Turn the king into a broomstick and ride him as he calls me a fat ass and tells me to lose weight. Whip him until he turns to prostitution. Some may describe Elin as a bizarre Japanese fantasy where you enact outlandish policies such as human rights or a mandate for everyone to wear panties. But that's not fully accurate. It's about paying tax. The karmic weight of missing my monthly tax deadline is 40 times more serious then unloading an assault rifle on a homeless beggar.
Wait, there's assault rifles in this game?
Funded by the IRS and TurboTax. On being asked his intentions for the game, Noah, the developer, had this to say. I simulate Tokyo Salaryman. You make no money because everybody live to 110-year-old. And then you take your own life. Game costs $20. Real good. Game costs $20. Real good.
Real good.
You could be a chaos gene stealer with more hands than limbs. We don't care. Pay the state or suffer the consequences. This game's entire premise is about you getting suckered into owning land by 2 contract killers. Then sucker someone else into $20 million in debt for that same property. There's intrigue, politics, and luck.
This is like The Sims if The Sims was actually good. Like The Sims is so mediocre that I've had to play like RimWorld and Stardew Valley to try to like get a sliver of what The Sims used to be. But I feel like this game could actually scratch that itch. It's a little bit like RimWorld, but like perhaps even like more up and chaotic. Like, I don't know, maybe.
Which you can ignore entirely as you read everyone's death log, which moves very quickly and contains a lot of slurs. Most of them from me, but I prefer this multiplayer, as taking the moon gate to visit a random Japanese base will instantly depress me as I see his beautiful creation and compare it to my own O-block ghetto favela. You can even put custom sprites. Half the time.
I wonder if he has like mods in this game too, or if this is just like all this stuff is in the base game, because if it is, there's like a lot going on here.
Animated smut. This is preferable to getting one-shot by a death trap the instant you spawn in, or seeing a Boeing 767 approaching 2 skyscrapers, or loading into Outer Epstein, which has a one-tile entrance that takes off your clothes. Players will see their options for a pet, and most will pick the little girl. But if I throw a hormone drug in her face, she becomes a little boy. This presents the duality of a player base. Pedophile or pederast. Look, this is a setting where the surface went extinct and got repopulated by a cosmic mushroom, whose only reference point for how biology works is Japanese Daojins. That's why everyone lays eggs, because he didn't know any better. Everything is an opaque, esoteric mechanism with poor documentation, which the community abuses and exploits until Noah figures out a hotfix or workaround for their shenanigans. This is ignoring the fact that half a game is designed to troll you. Tick an innocent menu option to auto pick up fish. Die instantly because you picked up a whale. Drink from a water source. Mutate horrifically. Play on permadeath. Slip on a banana peel in the Village of Atonement and lose everything. Get AIDS. Catching ether disease is a natural part of gameplay and progresses if left untreated. How do you do that?
Why is this game so like f***ing awesome though?
By playing basketball to cure your magical...
Like literally, The Sims 4 would never. And now we're not getting a Sims 5 either. And I'm pissed off about that because they have created too many DLC and they're like, oh, this is for you. We don't want people to feel like, you know, they're gonna lose all of their DLC. And I'm just like, it makes me so mad.
You must become Michael Jordan. The casino chips you earn can then be used for higher stakes gambling. This game is a constant gaslight. I came into this expecting fun. Now I'm paying tax and addicted to slot machines. I hope you didn't take an oath before starting your character, because the blackjack table is rigged. Save scum your way to the cure and live life as normal. There are alternatives, but that requires kidnapping little girls. Memes aside, what is this? It's...
Wait, what did that say? We will call you bitch from now on. This game goes hard.
What is this? It's single-player RuneScape with no level cap and a crafting system that lets you recreate nearly everything you see.
That is
Towns,
so cool.
winter hot springs, beach
so
resorts.
Awesome.
You can even walk off a shore and build underwater. Everything builds into something, which can be dismantled to make everything else. Material alchemy is an art form, which lets us mine out entire dungeons and turn copper to cocaine. Nothing I say is an embellishment. I throw alcohol at my blue eyes white dragon, have sex with it, and end my turn. Understanding esoteric systems by absorbing every wiki article is the bulk of your experience. You don't have to know Japanese, but they're more informative than the porn-sick groomers that make up this game's English community, which is why they're partitioned away in an apartheid state. For starting off, any race or class is viable, and the possibilities are endless.
You're a fat, ugly Polish whore, or you are, I don't know, Jewish person. You're a black person. You're a rapist.
A Wraith Executioner can use mana as a second health bar. Combine this with worshipping Itzpalt or Hiromi, and you have an infinite health bar. Chaos Shape Inquisitor lets you save scum for hours, and ask if it's truly worth it, as you enter the void and get soundballed repeatedly. Or, if you're a masochist, you can pick Snail Tourist and put on permadeath. Everything now costs twice as much. advantage. But the trade-off is that salt kills you. My jury
Damn.
warrior isn't meta. Her perk is garbage. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Because I bring a small army wherever I go. Do not feel limited
Wait,
by
you can have an army? You can have like followers that follow you? That's so awesome.
your choices. With enough investment, you can make anything work. Your objective is always the same. Get stronger by getting richer. So you can get
Yes, get rich or die trying.
stronger to get even richer. Material capital will fuel your physical sociopathy.
What is going
There's
on?
an infinite number of ways to do this, and these are simply suggestions. Invite residents to work your land and perform jobs and hobbies, such as gaming, gambling, gacha, prostitution,
Gacha?
and self-harm. Set up delegated farming
What?
and automate crop rotations for passive income. Grow honey,
That's
turn it into
wholesome.
wine. Grow mushrooms, turn it into wine. Catch fish, turn it into wine. Get paid to sell.
Wait, fish flavored wine? No. Like, who's buying that?
Because people want to visit. Not for my impressive displays, but because I've stolen incredibly expensive panties from different NPCs. The main way of getting stats is eating food. Thus, our only obstacle is our stomach. So, we apply the secret teenage girl technique of vomit maxing. We eat.
That is so fucked up. Oh my god.
Eat even more as we watch our maid pick up vomit like the peasant she is. It's hard to gauge these values. Luckily, there's a variety.
Who is that? Is that like a VTuber? Is there like a VTubers are in this game too?
And gameplay mods to augment your experience, automate tasks, and replace sprites with the horniest coon-bait you've ever seen.
Seriously?
Empreg Scott the Waz milking machine?
I don't know. The coon bait has to be like a mod or something, or maybe it's not. I have no idea. I kind of can't tell when Seth is being satirical or being real.
On top of this, the game itself has a lot of quality of life convenience. You can auto-dump your entire inventory, configure resource distributions, and even just Ctrl F to search for anything on the map. Everything is completely customizable. In my case, I've gone off a deep end and can no longer see what I'm doing.
Yeah,
This is
that's a
game
way
of
to put it.
problems and solutions, and dealing with the problems you cause along the way. Mass monsters.
I love those kind of sandbox games though. Like this sounds like so much fun. Like I feel like I am gonna just waste like hours. Well, it won't be a waste because it'll be like fun. I'm gonna just like hours are gonna disappear from my life because I think I'm buying this like today.
Are a special creature that multiply upon taking damage. There's a spawn limit of 20 monsters entering your base at any time. Taming a mass monster, putting it on the gallows, and sealing its offspring on a set of tiles 10 Z levels higher seemed like a great idea. Until I visited my base again, only to find out everyone is dead. It turns out 2 of my NPCs are coded to teleport directly to enemies, causing them to split and spill into the base, where everyone is too weak to one-shot them. So they infinitely replicate until they fill the entire screen. Conversely, the final boss is too hard for me to kill. By pure chance, I loaded into some Japanese guy's base, which had residents who were level 250,000. They're so high level, they take 30 steps for each of mine, which they spent on gambling, drinking, vomiting, and passing out at high
Of
velocity.
course,
I
yeah.
fed them aphrodisiacs, and one of them laid an egg. Microwaving an egg has a chance of exploding, which is incredibly funny in the middle of an orphanage. Explosion strength is tied to quality, and this one is 2,773. I heat the egg, and one-shot Inos, my party, and myself. This might seem ridiculous, but the Japanese have already killed him with a beach ball and a banana peel. NPCs hold beach balls in their inventory when thrown at, and this one was modified by several thousand cursed scrolls of flying to weigh 10,000. So when Ino spawns in and charges, he slips in a banana peel and is crushed to death. The world is your autism playground. Join all the guilds, learn all the skills, whip pensioners on your cotton plantation. It's your fantasy. Now back to work, Cracker. I'm not here to tell you that unless you've got insanely high taming and throw love potions at a spiral king deep in the void so you can feed that breast milk to a chicken so you can genetically engineer him into the strongest creature in the game, that you haven't played the game. There's no win condition, only your creativity. So choose a goal, a direction, or a hyperfixation, and the rest is up to you.
I think I'm going to create the ultimate vampire cat girl empire in this game, and everyone is going to be in my thrall.
For as many turbo-level Japanese hypersweats at level 3 billion in the void, there's just as many who haven't even left their own base. So rest assured that no matter where you're at, there's some guy who spent his entire playthrough cultivating mushrooms, is who has more money than the entire economy. In short, I love Elin. It's a very sweet, beautiful, and calming game that I can't help coming.
Oh yeah, this is like the epitome of a sweet, wholesome games right here, where you have like just beating people to death, like exploding people, like making people lay eggs, and then like they also explode. I think he said that at some point.
Back to the developer doesn't sleep. He pushes a new unstable build every night, and I wish him the very best. There's enough content for several hundred hours, and it just keeps getting better.
Wait, underwater!
Thoroughly recommend it. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. This video is dedicated to my ops, because I had a script ready after 50 hours, until I saw someone write a critical thesis about my Alona video, took it to heart, and played another free 50. It was only
That's
later.
like some real dedication. Like that's how you know he really got like deep into it. Like when you get up until like the 400 hours mark, like that's when someone can speak on authority about a game. I sound like such a loser when I say that.
Brought to my attention that the man who affected me so is a barely literate weeaboo who paid thousands of dollars for his cringe OC to be put into the game. He did all this so I could turn his waifu into a burger. A warm thanks to the many members of Emergent's Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
So this game's fucking awesome. Should I do a let's play on this? It's gonna get wild and weird, like real quick. We're gonna make the Vampire Cat Girl Empire. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It'll really help me feed the algorithm gods, and please let me know of any other videos you'd like me to react to.